Okay, hopefully
We will still we will
get
do
those
Piastri and we'll
requests.
was it just Piastri
Yeah.
and Henry?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that also was Piastri and Henshi. I'm
Yep.
glad I was in comms combo.
What was
Combo always says, I'm glad I was in comms then. I'm like, wow. Harsh? Alright, who's the first car on track? We got Upenhof first on track. I think it's Upenhof followed by his teammate Nonstop. It is. So both Williams followed by, is that both Tauris I'm seeing also? It is both Alpha Tauris.
Yeah, Orphanov is man,
He's
yeah,
quick.
he's come a long way.
Yeah, he's quick. I've raced him a few times last season, and yeah, he's pretty quick. I think he enters this race. I think he's third in the standings entering this race. He was the one that was. Let's see. Yeah, so it's Jack RX sitting at 90. No, 60. I can't read. 60. ZK 57 and then Upenhoop 55. Then you have Birdie at 38. So it's anyone's game. It's anyone's title to play for, even though we are only a few rounds in. So still got a long way to go. We still have obviously that foreseen mystery race in the near future.
Takes that very nicely.
Yep, makes it through Death Valley. I always hate that part of the track, especially like those those immediate two left-handers afterwards. Now don't run wide here, which he doesn't. Beautiful exit,
beautiful.
hits the apex.
Take it very nicely.
Now, one thing that I wish here, and you'll probably agree with this too, the DRS line should be way before where it's at. In my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're definitely right though.
Because I mean,
it's nice
like it's
here,
halfway. Oh yeah. Rounds the final corner, don't want about it, which he does not. It's gonna be a okay.
5.
That's a benchmark.
Wowza! Piastri's on a lap.
Piastri's on a lap. He's got a Mercedes in front of him. Not sure if that's Skittles or if that's unique in the Mercedes in front, but
he's going to give him a nice slipstream.
So chat, I'm going to ask you, and then I will also ask Mr. Gumbo Kebab.
Oh,
who do you think? Hello, oh my! Are we gonna see a 30? Oh, Ducks just crashed. Duck has lost it in the area where I said it was death. But we'll go back to Piastri.
Yeah, I think Piastri might have stuffed his lap out a little bit here. Went a little wide on a turn. The boys up ahead need to get out of the way.
Yes, they do. Who's this in front of him? It looks like it's an Alpine. An Alpine's gonna be on a. It's starting a lap though.
That'd be Reaper.
Oh, no. That's invalidated. That may or may not be looked at later on, but I mean, Reaper was coming to a flying lap, with which he is starting now. We're gonna go. And she's coming out on track right now. We're gonna go through the field. So my question for you guys in the chat, and also Mr. Gumbo Kebab here, give me your top 3 for tonight.
ZK, Panache, and Orphanol. And Henshi.
You gotta pick one. Orphanol for Henshi.
No, I said Henshi, not Orphanol.
Oh, okay. So calling a Tauri 1-2, or are you calling a Tauri 1-3, or a 2-3?
1-3.
1-3 for the Tauris with Henshi in the middle. A decent shout. I'm gonna say ZK's gonna be in the shot for the running here. I mean, he's been. Let's be honest here. He's been lightning quick. and everywhere, any race that you see ZK in, he's bound to be fighting for a win. Like the
Yeah, I
man,
think ZK is the one to beat.
yeah, like last year he did have some moments where he had, where he would qualify P1 but wasn't really finishing races in some other areas, but this year he stepped it up. Like I have him over in Rapid and he's stepped up his consistency to a whole new level.
Hensy's on a lap.
Gonna go to Henshy going through turns 1 and turns 2. I'll have you take this away as we go on board with him, that way you can talk to the people.
Oh, you want me to come? No, you're right. You're right.
No, man, I pass it on to you.
That's good. I was the one that requested it. I'm all good.
Let's go on board with him for this, finishing up on this lap then.
And Bob's gonna chat up the Haas.
Up the Haas indeed, henchman coming down to the last hard braking zone here around Shanghai, takes it beautifully, beautiful exit, does have the Alpine in front of him, will the Alpine get in the way? Looks like got a, oh, maybe slightly, but Henchy invalidates, that should be an invalidation, and it is.
And it was a good time too. It was a good
That would have
time.
put him P4, right behind,
Yeah.
right in between those two Williams. Now we got one of my drivers on a flying lap, Little Flags in the Alfa Romeo. Got a
Yeah, have a
solid
look at Little
finish
Flags,
last
right?
week. Both Alfa Romeos did well last week. Got P5 and I think P7 in the end.
Going to the boys are quick.
And Lime Soda is behind Flavs here, so I think that these two work very well together. Whenever I drafted Little Flavs, I knew who I was taking immediately because these two, they work very well together. They're very good friends, and now they're teammates. Here we go, 31.
Flavs, and a 132.1. Good times.
Alfa Romeo showing up. Now let's watch our championship leader Jacko Rex here going through the middle sector, shall we? I think Jacko Rex is one to watch as well tonight. Shown some very, very good pace in the first few rounds. It's gonna be a 51-2 through 2 sectors. Just has to handle one more hard braking zone. Beginning of this WRL straight. Let me chat real quick.
You
And Bomb's
keep an
saying that
eye
up
on 51, sorry. Jacko.
Jacko Rex, the last hard braking zone towards the hairpin. Left for Dead's driver here in Tier 4. Your current Tier 4 championship leader. Coming to the final corner now, rounds the final corner. Where will Jacko Rex and the Rebel put it? It's gonna be a 32 flat, puts in P6.
Knock your player down a spot. Your driver, I should say, not player. Player. You.
Player. Hey, yo, what up, player? No, I'm kidding. And I mean, there's only one man who's gonna be saying that. It's gonna be probably Matty Skills.
Yeah, of course it's Matty.
It's gonna be Matty Skills. Like,
Good win by me.
Absolutely, good win by Matty Skills. He won by what, 20 seconds was it in the end?
Yeah, it might be good enough for fifth race. Mate.
Yeah, that's nuts. But I mean, it's good to see Skillsy, being up there now. He was showing massive improvements last season, and it's good to see him finally getting up to that top step of the podium, not once but now twice, and back-to-back weeks, I should
I
say.
missed them. Mozza. Is that Blake Boat? I believe it is.
Moza? Yes, it is.
Oh, Birdie's just invalidated.
Piastri's on a lap right now, going through the middle sector now. Ooh, he rode the curb almost. I don't know how he survived that, but okay.
Okay.
As it felt.
He's lost a little bit of time there. That's probably why he hasn't invalidated, but...
What can he do? He's also very low on battery. It's gonna hinder him. It's only at 5% battery left, so what could have been a better lap's gonna hurt him just a little bit due to that battery issue. Is he gonna finish the lap or is he gonna come in? He's gonna finish the lap. 32-2. Who else is on a lap going to the field? Birdie's coming
Birdie
in,
on another
looks
lap
like.
here. Looks like he was a bit glitchy then, Birdie. I don't know what happened there.
But he's not using battery, so this won't be a really good.
He's not on a lap. He's definitely coming in.
McLaren TP, driver 48 out on track. Currently sitting P11 with a 32.3. Only 1,000th of a second separates Mason and driver 48. As Reaper looks like he's on a flyer, possibly. Nope, bringing that Alpine in. It's good to see Reaper back in action, honestly, after what he's been through and what his family has gone through. But it's good to it's good to see him back in the car alongside his good old friend, the Duck Puncher. Looking at the chat.
So driver is on he's about to start a lap.
Go ahead and watch him, and I'll have you.
He'll be the next one to go. So
4 minutes left here in qualifying. Then we have the main event. "26 viewers in this stream. Everybody, thank you for supporting. And again, apologies for the slight hiccups early on.
oh, Kano's popping up.
You will not see ZK by even half of that. ZK hasn't won a race yet this season as well. That is true, Maxi Boy. That is true. ZK has not won a race here.
Driver. He's taken that corner very badly. To the point where I don't even know how he didn't invalidate.
I don't know how either. I'm watching his lap right now. He's going through the area where Duck Puncher lost his Alpine, but takes that rather well. Yellow flag in the backstretch. He's 2/10 down, so if he can find he needs to find a lot of time here. ZK
ZK is retired.
ZK's saying, you know what, my 31-1, I think it's good. Y'all can catch me if you want to. I'm just gonna chill, save my two soft sets.
I watched Ufanoof's lap. He made a couple of little mistakes, so.
Noodles. There was a lobby issue. That's why.
And he doesn't improve. Mason was up on his time, but he's made a mistake, so...
And see who's on the lap here. Gonna go to main. Got a car. Oh, okay. We have a Haas that is glitched on the hairpin. Gonna turn our attention to Maney, who's not on a lap. Looks like Moza is on a lap. Ferrari gets out. Ferrari gets out of the way.
Look behind you, son. There's people coming up behind you, Mason.
Moza had a moment, so that he's not going to improve on his time. So that's one bullet that ZK has dodged. Mason gonna gear up for another one. Panache on his last flyer. Currently sitting P8. He's just hardly up on his time.
Oof, just took that first section. Really nice, but he seems to have not
improved.
gained any, so...
Moza calls quits. These laps do matter, so if you're in the pits...
to find something.
Can Upenhof find at least half a second to dethrone ZK?
He's up. He's up.
Not by much.
By half a tenth.
Driver calls it quits from P11. His qualifying is done. Turning our attention to Upenhof. Qualifying is done. So these laps, if you invalidate now, it's a matter of hoping and praying to stay where you are. Upenhof. Can he dethrone ZK? Can he dethrone Moza? Panache P5 with a 31.8. Upenhof crosses the line. Stays where he is.
No.
Oh,
all right,
little Flabs
is up.
Flabs is 3 tenths up. Come on, the Alpha. Sorry, I'm being biased there. Skittles P4. 31.7 for the Mercedes driver.
He's gonna get taken off him though.
Flabs rounds the final corner from P5.
P2.
31.3.
He's up. Oh.
P2 for Rex. Lime soda. P10.
And there's Piastri. What can you
Once
do?
again, no battery. Piastri stays where he is.
And it's gonna Reaper, who will probably... He's out of fuel. He'll go into the pits. No, he won't. He'll just go across. He'll go across.
ZK. Calling it quits early, he said, you know what, my 31.1 is good. It's good to stand, and it stood. By a pretty healthy margin. So I will have Gumbo if you want to run down the order for us, good sir.
Yeah, so ZK takes it. Actually gets it by 2 tenths by a good time by Jacko Rex, who got P2, got it in the last second, and Flabs, who just got it before him for a P3. Then Moz, that's Blake Boat, sorry, Oof, Giddles, Panache, Mason, OC, Birdie, Non-Stop, which will round out your top 10. Then you got Lime Soda, Unique, Defeated Damo, Piastri, Driver, Manny, Reaper, Nigel, Hench, and unfortunately, Hench and Duck did not set a time. So they will start from the back of the pack, which will be interesting. Do they opt for hards to start with?
That is a
Your guess is as good as mine.
Because tires, they get... I've just had a race here not so long ago, and tires here, this track eats tires. At least for me it did. It ate mine alive. But it looks like it's gonna be sunny throughout the Grand Prix.
So they're getting the last little stuff ready. Tyre pressures. If you remember, put your tyre pressure down. If people do put their tyre pressures up for quali, Otherwise, you will cook your tyres like I did the last race.
And you will be a spinning top. Golfy saying gonna be a long night for these boys. Yeah, probably gonna be a long night for these boys. Also, don't forget we have Tier 2 coming up on Tuesday, where you will see me probably spinning out a lot because this track does not like me.
Yep, first bank alert. That's correct. But anyway, yes, ZK. He takes a lot of poles, but he also bins a lot.
Yes, but yeah, let's not mention that binning. I still have PTSD from rap in Mexico. But anyway, formation lap is underway. I'm gonna get the tires up for you guys to see what tires they're starting on. Looks like almost the entire field starting on the hards except for Jacko, Flavs, Lime Soda, Piastri. Maney opting for the softs, so he's gonna be banking
I'll tell you
on
something about
overtaking.
Maney. I run a lot with Maney. I don't think he likes hards. I believe he will be opting for a two-stop.
The two-stop is viable here. That's very viable. We also got
And
Reaper and
it's not a bad
Nigel.
shade-out. I'm sorry, it's not a bad shade-out either, because if there's an early stink, well, you get straight on the mediums, and you've only got to pit one more time for mediums again. So it's not a bad little strat.
Yeah, not a bad shot at all.
On an early safety car, so.
Yeah, we're gonna get going here in a bit.
Well, I need some chocolate and some donuts.
I need some chocolate. I need I need like a Gatorade or something, because
some Kinder Surprises, isn't he? The young fella won't be too happy about that, but we'll take them.
Now, I say this every single week whenever I do commentary for anything. I always say the same motto, the same thing every single week. That is,
what would that be, good sir?
You cannot win the race
on the first lap.
Turn lap 1,
yes.
turn 1.
Amen, brother. Can I get an amen?
But you can 100, actually I can say 110% lose it on the opening corner if you try to force any desperate moves. It's a 28 lap race. Get settled in for the first few laps. Get a feel for the circuit. Make that 1 or 2 pits. Who is that car going off track? Make those stops. Then towards the end of the race, you can up it up a bit. Just don't be desperate. Just take it easy. It's a long race. That's all I ask. That's all we ask here at Wallaby. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. ZK, Jacko Rice get a good launch off the line. Flash around the outside of the McLaren. They looks clean so far, side by side for the lead.
Oh.
As already contact at the back. And that's Damo who's dropped 7 spots. Nonstop's dropped 8. Mason's dropped 6. But it's ZK who leads the way over Jackarex and Moza, followed by Little Flavs and Oop your top 5. Meanwhile, further behind, Piastri and Birdie going at it. They swap places. Piastri up to P9, Birdie down to P10. Unique Throne has a 5-second time pen, and he's also missing the left end plate. It looks like he is. So he's gonna. This will definitely hurt him side by side with Henchy. Henchy goes through. The early doors, ZK extending that lead now to nearly 1 second over Jacko Rex. Field works their way down this long back straight here at China. It's still the AlphaTauri who leads the way as Panache and Skittles go at it side by side. Moza down the inside of Jacko Rex here into the hairpin. No contact was made and Moses through to put the McLaren up to P2, but it's going to be ZK leading lap number 1 here at China.
He will set the fast lap.
Jacko gets past Jacko and Moza once again side by side, entering turns 1 and turns 2. Vlad is there just minding his own business, waiting for these guys to make a mistake or two. Meanwhile, Unique is in for his wing change and also to serve that 5-second. Meanwhile, Easy gets past Nigel for P17. Jacko gets back past, but here comes Flavs. Opening, stays behind the McLaren. Further down the field, looks like there's Flavs is putting the pressure on Moza, who's putting the pressure on Jacko, but so far ZK's holding steady. Jacko has a bit of a moment. Will it open the door for Moza?
No one has broken the 1 second down to 16th. Oh, 15th.
Moza's through.
As well.
Is Flavs through? Flavs looking down the inside of Jacko.
The boys need to work together because ZK is pulling away.
This is just helping out ZK a lot here. All this fighting. ZK sees this and he's just like, yes, Flavs, do more of this. I like this. Flavs! 3 wide in the hairpin. It was never gonna work out. Flavs backed out of it. He was like, I don't want any part of this.
It's pronounced Moza.
Moza.
Yeah, well, it's pronounced Blakeboat.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Blakeboat.
Oh, I just dropped my control.
Oh, yellow flags, and that's a VSC.
That would be Nigel, is it?
That would be non-stop.
Non-stop.
Non-stops either non-stops hit the back of Damo or he's lost it in the last corner because he has no front wing. And Nigel's left the session again. So, how would you rate those first 2 laps of racing?
It's been pretty tidy. I mean, I know they've been virtual. One little prang. Boys just need to learn to coexist. The right word I'm using.
Yeah, that'll work. As Moza, Jacko, Rex, and Flavs here once again fighting Open Hoops.
Oh!
Peeking behind. Who's that around? That's Moza!
Has just gone flying. I saw that button. I looked at that.
Now, was he helped? That's the question.
Look at
As
Flavs.
Down the inside of Jacko. That's very risky because Open Hoop is there and so is Skittles. That's 2 drivers out. Duck and Henchman are out.
No.
Huge crash in the backstretch. All I saw was carbon fiber flying everywhere. As Moza, things get bad to worse for Moza. Not only did he spin on his own probably, but he's also just got a drive through, so he's gonna have to serve that on the restart. But our first 2 retirements are Henchy and Duck.
Big shout out to Reaper, who has definitely gained a lot of positions.
Huge by Reaper, absolutely. He was, let's see.
Near dead last.
Up 8 spots from P17, so huge shout out. And also Gyro 48 from P15 to P8. And then you have Lime Soda from P11. Yeah, mainly from P16 to P12. The biggest loser, obviously, just now was Moza in the McLaren, and he will
And
drop
poor
even further
Nigel.
down.
Nigel's already a lap down.
Nigel needs to get back in the session because he's currently on an AI ghosted car. Oh, okay. So I'm hearing some information on what happened to Duck Puncher and Henchy, but I'm reading this in chat right now. Looks like
Alright,
Duck
let's
Puncher
mate.
and looks like it appears that Duck Puncher and Henchy were both taken out on purpose.
Oh dear.
So we will see
Oh
what.
dear.
So we will see what happens in the steward's room. But if that's the case, that driver who's done that is going to be in launch as Jacko Rex. Boxes from P2. Not sure what happened here, but tires, gotcha. Not sure what happened here just now, but somehow Skittles has passed line. What is happening right now? Flavs just dropped down to P6. And he was like P3, so I'm not sure what happened there.
We should be back racing this lap.
Should be.
Jacko Rex will catch up.
So
Down
Jacko Rex.
15 spots at the moment.
So Jacko Rex had damage, according to his fellow teammate Kano.
Excuse me.
So working lap 5 under our first full safety car, and it's still the AlphaTauri of ZK who leads the way. Although he's dropped pretty far back from the safety car.
Safety car is in. Let's get up to the top to ZK. Let him get this underway once again.
I'm gonna turn all this off, and we're gonna see when ZK takes off. So it's
Now,
ZK.
when does he go? When does he go? Does he
That's the
pull this up
question.
enough that he can, as soon as he gets around this turn, he can take off? What do you think?
I'm wanting this to go right at the braking zone, but we're gonna see. Safety car is still on track, man. We're working its
Always
way
good
back
here
to
when
the
you-
pits.
You know, slow up here, slow up here. Let him go up, and then take off.
He's still waiting. He's not put the foot down yet, and he's gone. But it didn't catch Openhoof napping. Meanwhile, further back we have someone pulling out for a move. Oh, that's Manny down the inside of a ghost car. As Nigel's retired from the session and has left. That's just the whole game saying that he's done.
Yeah, he's more of a burden than in that ghost car.
Flavs and Panache going at it
Yeah,
side by
that's right.
side.
I said it. Retired glitch.
Yep.
It's unfortunate.
Nigel's
Oh,
just
Nigel
joined back.
has joined.
Unfortunately, Nigel, your car is
Nigel.
no longer
Unlucky
a
dude.
thing in this GP. Alright, so Panache here is sitting in an Alfa Romeo sandwich. As Birdie gets past Damo for P9, so now Demo's in a Ferrari sandwich, but oh, Maney, that was very risky there to peer down the inside. We have a Ferrari Aston battle for P9 here. Now Skittles gets past Open Hoop, but Open Hoop takes that spot back with the almighty switchback. Moza. Will he service drive through this lap?
Chilling right now.
Oh, ZK's loving this. He's loving seeing in that rearview mirror these guys fighting for P2. He's loving it. Cause he can just do his own thing, hit his own marks, no pressure behind him whatsoever. These guys just have to work together, otherwise that AlphaTauri will just say bye-bye. Field serpentines their way through the middle sector. All in the AlphaTauri.
Stop making moves on Maney, back down the bottom.
Williams driver up to P13. Meanwhile, Jacko Rex around the outside of Maney, then down the inside. Beautiful stuff back there. That's Reaper around. That's easy around from P8.
No, Jordy.
Skittles drops down to P5. Lime Soda put that for Romeo up to P3. But still, no one's challenged ZK. Flaz and Driver 48 going at it. Flaz gets the move done. Put that up for Romeo up to P6. But Driver 48 says, "Not yet, sir. This is still my position."
Oh, he's taking his teammate out.
The #1 rule in F1. Don't hit your teammates. Now Jacko's been passed. Oh, this is the fight we wanted to see. It's Magic Shots driver in non-stop versus Left 4 Dead versus Maney. Maney with the double. ZK's battery. Basically full battery, mate.
Yeah, look, I'm all for saving your battery, but when you're out in front and you see the boys challenging you behind, like challenging each other behind, you chew a bit of battery just to get outside that 1 second.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we have a ding-dong battle here between Piastri and Mason. They've been going at it. They're wheel banging for P10. Jacko's there. Oh, Left 4 Dead is like, boys, please just be patient here. Jacko on board with him in the Red Bull. Mason, there's no way that Jacko Rex does this right here, right? There's no way that we see double overtake from Jacko Rex down this back straight, but we are. Jacko, Mason is literally being pushed by the Aston Martin. Maney again with the triple.
This is some good racing by the lads.
Maney says, "You know what? A double wasn't enough for me making a triple," but Mason says, "Nah, mate. You're only getting a double this time." But in the end, Maney, oh my goodness.
I don't believe in teammates.
What? Oh my goodness. That's Mason. To be fair though, Mason did kind of go for a very audacious lunge onto Maney, so. Still, nothing has changed around the top 8. It's still the same top 8, same order, but the battle right now is back here at the back. In mid-pack, Jacko Rex defeated Damo side by side, round the outside.
ZK can use a little bit of battery here. He's just gotten outside the DRS. Oh, I don't know. Where's the marker?
The marker is coming up now, and
yeah,
Open Hoof's in that DRS. Meanwhile, Birdie and Driver switch positions, put the Ferrari of Birdie up to P7, Driver 48 down to P8. This has been brilliant stuff so far this first 9 laps. Maney's been doing some excellent overtakes. Got a double, and then got the triple, but then turned into a double. Meanwhile, Maney, talking about Maney, he's gonna get a send from Piastri. Everything works well together right there. Meanwhile, Mason and non-stop side by side.
Wide. I mean, these very warnings to be stacking up surely.
Question is, when do the pens start rolling? Is Maney and Piastri still fighting side by side, but Maney gets the move done. Up to P11 again, non-stop holding off Mason for P13, but Mason peeks down the inside. Meanwhile, Birdie passes Flash for P6, so that Ferrari is flying right now. And Mason.
Tires, please.
Here we go.
I think that's Matty. That's Skillsy. Asking for the tires.
Yes, it is. That's Matty Skills. As ZK spun it. ZK has spun from P1. Drama here early.
At the back.
The scenes right now here in China as your overall leader has spun and has fallen to P15, which means Openhof is your current leader, and Lime Soda in the Alfa Romeo is P2.
Oh, he just said he was going to burn to pull away as well. Oh no. He definitely should have done that a bit earlier. Give him a bit of breathing space.
It's bit him in the butt, and now speaking of biting in the butt, Birdie is biting Little Flash's butt entering turn 1, gets the move done.
Now, really,
but Flash is fighting back, they touch!
ZK really needs a safety car now. He's still not out of it by any means, but he definitely needs a safety car.
All 17 drivers left are still within a shot to win this race, but however, Moza and Reaper currently trailing the pack by some 7 seconds, so but this field is pretty even. Like, I mean, you really can't pick out a winner yet from this top 7. Openhof still now leads the way from Lime Soda. Panache now in P3, Skittles P4, Birdie P5, Driver 48 P6, Little Flash P7, Jaguar Rex P8, Maney up to P9 in that Ferrari, putting some brilliant moves on early on. And Damo rounds out your top 10 as he has a bit of a moment.
I'm just going into race director. I'm going to have a look at this. Because Birdie.
Speaking of Birdie.
Yeah, Birdie has already done the changeover of hards to meds. So he will be going on the meds along with the top blokes that have the hards. So kudos to him.
Those meds are going to be screaming towards the end of this race, so because he has to do what, 20 laps on those mediums? I don't know if they'll make it that long. Tell you what though, Jar 48 up to P5 and Jacko Rex.
He's remember how
he had damage early on? Yeah, he's just chilling, you know, he's over here like, hey guys,
no!
Commentator's curve.
I just watched it too. I was on his onboard. He tried to accelerate whilst he was touching the back end of the other car, so very unfortunate.
Commentator's curse. And that is huge for championship right there, as Oxulo says, because now the 2 title contenders are, two of the 3 are in P13 and P14, and the other one is currently leading this GP by only 0.4 of a second over Lime Soda. So then Lime Soda has a beautiful thing called DRS and overtake, goes down the inside and says, see you later, Williams. Put the Alfa Romeo into P1.
Yeah, these two know they've done a lot of racing against each other. So
Now, the question is, when do we start seeing those pit stops come into play? Because you would think that Maney, sitting on 8-lap old hards, might be good to the end? Who knows? Piastri?
I
Same thing.
believe. Yep, I believe so. Jacko Rex. I was actually thinking about Jack Rex before you put the mocker on him. But yeah, he could go to them. They will be screaming.
Yeah, they will be
Not very
smoked towards
common.
the end.
On practice today, 8 laps, 27%. Hards.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be a tall order for the hards to make to the end. But I mean, if they can tire manage, it'll work. But after that spin, you would think that Jacko Rex, after his spin, might want to rethink about maybe coming in for, a bit earlier. As Reaper,
Trying to go for an undercut. What
possibly.
is the undercut like here? Is it a big undercut track? I don't know if it is.
I want to say yes. I mean, I've done it before, but then there's been times where I've tried the undercut and it's failed and it's failed horrendously. But then there's also moments where I would do it and then it would work out. As Lime Soda seems to now be struggling on those mediums. Is he gonna come in? No, he stays out one more lap, but he's got a gearbox.
Okay, so Clappy said that the undercut here is massive. So
From what he's seen in esports tournaments. Well, Clappy, we're not esports. Those guys are on a different. What? Those guys are on a different. Those guys are. Hey, yo, what? Those guys are on a different level. As Openhoof, thanks to that little hiccup from Lime Soda at the hairpin,
Jacko Rex is
Jacko and Mason
right next to each other.
Don't want to touch tires. Don't want to hit your teammate. That's the #1 rule. And I'm sure that Left 4 Dead's probably saying the same thing to the guy was saying.
Mason has just backed out of that. He said, "You can have it."
Good teamwork there, because now that puts a bigger buffer between Jacko and ZK. That puts now 2 cars between the top 2 in the standings. As Jacko tells Maney, "Hey mate, you want to get a hurry on here? Because I'm trying to get up there quick." Question is, will Jacko Rex go for the move here? Jacko Rex peeking, stays behind.
Now the changeover has to be happening.
Oh, for sure.
But is Lime Soda going to take these meds another 4 or 5 laps to get on the soft? That is the other question.
Seeing him slide just now, the final out of that hairpin, I would say no. But he sticks out.
Look, I don't. Yes, the tire degradation on this is it's not so bad. Like
we got our first driver in the pits.
Hards and mediums are very similar.
We got our first one in the pits. That's going to be Birdie going on to the set of mediums. So I think that
he'll be electric now.
But I think that's...
He'll be really hoping that there's no safety cars right now.
Piastri is in, so is Unique. Unique goes onto the medium tires. Piastri also on the mediums, and also a front wing for the Aston Martin. Jacko Rex gets past.
Touching.
Oh, Jacko and Maney. Is he clear? He's clear. So now, also, we missed this. Openhoof fell from P1 to P3. Panache is now your new race leader.
Yeah, it would have been a double overtake there, but I've just been keeping an eye on Jacko Rex. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the bottom end.
Jacko Rex currently the driver that's sitting, I guess, net net P1, quote
I think
unquote, but
he gets this done easy. Easy as you like.
Manny says, thank you very much, Jacko. I will take my spot back and carry on
Oh,
as
and there we
Mason's just...
go. I've just seen that on the back end of. Oh, he's got a 3 second. Definitely clip that.
Yeah,
Because,
definitely clip that for whoever just saw that, because, yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about his time penalties. If he doesn't get another another warning, that possibly could get removed. I don't know how they do it here at Wallaby, so don't count me on it.
Lime Soda here, trying to apply some pressure on Panache. Meanwhile, Skittles is being housed right now by Gyro 48. Jacko Rex gets past Mania again to P6. Mania's down to P7.
He's going the distance. He is going the distance, Jacko, I'm telling you. He will not be pitting. Tyres will be screaming.
Especially after his spin, though. After his spin, you would think that the
he's
tires...
11 seconds behind, and that's it.
So he will inherit the lead.
Spin worth?
Yeah, that's the main question.
He'd be up the top, wouldn't he? If he didn't spin, he'd be up there. Gap to leader, eh? Let's have a gap to leader, please.
So top 4 separated by, looks like 1.7 seconds, and then it's another 5 seconds back to Flash, and then another 5 back to Jacko Rex, as we have Moza. What a comeback by Moza, by the way. Starting his drive-through. Wheel banging still. And he's through, as we have Lime Soda, we have Gyro 48, and Jack goes in.
I thought he was going the distance. He's made a liar of me.
Lime Soda onto the softs. Gyro 48 onto the mediums.
Well, he's going to be
Jacko.
Now,
Jacko
this could
also
be the
on the
undercut.
mediums.
This could be the undercut that we were talking about.
Softs for Lime Soda though. As his TP, I'm questioning that one.
11 laps. Oof.
11 laps. It's gonna be... Yeah, War Machine. I think I'm in the same boat as you. He's banking on a late safety car, I feel. They will have to land this, but he'll need to save them.
Nah,
yeah.
that'll last. They'll be dead.
But with all that, Birdie is net P1.
Yeah, I believe, yeah. You're right there, Aussie Gamer.
As things stand, as Clappy said, Birdie will be 3 seconds clear of Panache. So the question is, when does Panache pit? Panache stays out. Skittles comes in. Flavs.
Look, Birdie's in the prime position here.
Birdie's in very good spot here. So Moza and Panache stay out. God darn it, Flavs.
What's the pit stop time here?
Clappy, help us.
We'll have a look right now because Skittles and All are in, and Birdie has overtaken. But they are on the softs, so
yeah. Flavs, that 5 seconds by Flavs might have cost him a good result here. Potentially, he's gonna drop down the order massively though. So all eyes are on Birdie, Openhoof, and Lime Soda. We have a yellow flag. That's Piastri around.
I mean, this track is renowned for hards to mediums, so much more traction, to mediums to softs, so much more traction. So these softs will be coming home very fast. Will they hold on? I don't know.
Clappy saying Panache needs to box this lap to even have a chance at Birdie later on. And I think that True Aussie gamer, the AlphaTauri TP has called him in, and he has.
Well, line soda.
Easy's out. Easy's out.
2
This
seconds
is
behind.
huge. This is huge. Oh my gosh, this is massive for Pranash.
Just as he was pitting. That is.
Just as he was pitting.
That's crazy.
But wait. Look at Birdie. Will Birdie get through?
I don't think it matters. I think he needs to pit. I think Birdie needs to go in for
Birdie's
the soft.
through.
I really think he needed to get out there on the soft.
I
I
think so
think
too.
he's made a mistake there.
This race has turned a new page.
NK has been saved. That is a dream safety car to Nash.
This is a dream. This was a godsend for Panache
Look.
and others.
I don't know if the boys that didn't pit, that were already on the meds, didn't have a fresh set of softs. But I feel like they made a mistake here.
Yeah.
These
I feel like they
softs
made a
are
mistake
going
there
to
as well.
be electric.
Yep, and this also saves Lime Soda with his softs. So he'll be good to the end now. Because he came in 2 laps ago. So it's all to play for here. And I will also look at the pen situation. So Leto Flavs has a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. And Mason has that 3 seconds that could be removed. We'll see what the stewards say later on, afterwards.
Yeah, look, Birdie is still in the prime position. I do agree with you there, Clappy, but they're going to be too far ahead by the time the switchover is, and the mediums come good.
Basically, Birdie needs to get the restart of his life.
If you're in that position, right, you got someone on meds ahead of you, and you're chewing the battery up to try and get past them.
Just apply pressure to him. Make him make the mistake. He's bound, because the more pressure you apply to a driver, they're bound to a mistake. So I feel like if Panache can just, apply apply pressure, he's got Birdie.
Look, everyone's saying don't count ZK out, but do not count Jacko Rex out.
That's true, Jacker is sitting in P8.
It is on the meds too, but I just think these softs are going to be electric.
See, I wouldn't count ZK out, but he needs to climb his way up from P15. He can do it. He has the talent, to do it. But will he have enough laps, and can he get through all of them? Because we're all saying that Panache will get past Birdie.
It's just
If
hard
that
to say
happens-
because, like, with this track, the tyre degradation is so tough that maybe the boys in the chat might be right about the meds, but I know it's a tough call.
But I would have preferred fresh tires, because I mean, Birdie's on what? He's on 5-lap old. He's on 5-lap old. Yeah, 5-lap old mediums. Him and Piastri on 5-lap old mediums. Jacko's on 3. Same with Driver. Upin was on 4-lap old mediums. So I mean, it's a tough call. But again, I'm not the one racing. They're the ones racing. They know what the strategy is. They're gonna stick to it. As safety car in this lap. And Gumbo, we're gonna have an 8-lap shootout to the end.
Well, let's get on Birdie and see what is happening with Birdie, I suppose.
Birdie will lead the charge. Look behind him. There is a hungry pack of cars just waiting and praying. This shot right here looks terrifying. Look, you look behind Birdie. It's just like Jaws everywhere. Just like Jaws theme music. So, when does Bernie decide to go? He's saving that battery, charging up his battery. Safety car is now in this lap. It's all now in the hands of the Ferrari. Overtake button turned on. And he's gone. But that didn't catch Panache leading. Panache is there. Birdie goes a bit wide. Panache peeking, gets in the slipstream. Open hoop's also there. Entering turn one, the gap was there. The gap was there. Oh, they touched. I'm turning this off. Yellow flags in the back. I'll get to that here in a bit. But right now, this fight for P1 is on. OC and Birdie in the Ferrari. Panache in the AlphaTauri. Panache down the inside. Birdie keeps it now. Did that give Panache wing damage, however? The gap is 2/10. Oofenhof is there. So is Lime Soda. Oxchillo saying, Panache, be patient here. Don't force anything. Gyro 48 down the inside. Jacko up to P8.
Yeah, Panache could get this done here.
Panache. Wheel bang. Clear. New race leader.
Now it's all it's about. Panache needs to pull away and let these boys behind. Lime Soda gets through also.
Lime Soda's through.
Panache has gone very wide on the first
but
turn.
Open who's fighting back.
The last turn, I should say.
Drivers up to P4.
Birdie! Oh!
Birdie! Where did he come from? Three wide at the... There's just so much happening right now. I can't keep track of it. Skittles down the inside of Openhoof. Openhoof's falling back massively here. And ZK hasn't made any progress. He's still down in P13. Moza gets past. Peaks runs a bit wide. Speaking of wide, who was that going wide? That's Flash. Does Flash have damage? Back up front, it's still Panache. He's gapped Birdie. It's 1 second. Birdie has other issues though. Side by side, entering the hairpin. I'll stay on board like this. Gyro 48.
We'll definitely be looking to pull away here.
This is helping out Panache so much. All this fighting is just making Panache set sail. 6 laps to go.
He's in the prime position now. DRS is enabled. He has broken the DRS.
ZK up to P11, back down to P12, back up to P11. Skittles and Oofenhoof, side by side. Oh, Skittles in the wall!
Safety car.
Full safety.
Safety car. Everyone will be in now. Everyone will be in. Fresh off. And if you don't have fresh off, you get your used ones out because they've only got 1 lap on them.
Here's your tires. I expect the whole field to be in, as Gumbo said.
That was definitely Panache's race. That is not helping.
100%, because now everyone's going to be boxing genuine things. But Dude, okay, look, here's the question right here. So, we're for sure that the top half will box. But if you're the likes of, say, Unique, Maney, Mason, Piastri, do
Yeah, you won't want to give up back position, but
you
everyone,
just,
mate, if
yeah,
this is tier 1, everyone's in.
yeah. So we're gonna be seeing what the guys at the back do, but you would think
There's
that the
gonna
guys up
be
front are
people,
boxing.
ZK staying out.
Lime soda stays
I
out.
guarantee you. I guarantee you ZK staying out.
They,
He'll try and get
everybody,
track position.
everybody behind. So the drivers that were close behind Panache have done box opposite leader. So we're gonna have half the grid on softs.
Yep. Oh, Shilla told ZK to stay out. I knew he'd stay out.
So all of this now falls into the hands of Lime Soda. Yeah, I have to agree with that, Clappy. I think that Lime, well, it depends on how much Lime Soda has been saving under, like, how hard he's been pushing. But I will admit that they are going to be probably dead.
Well, ZK is in a prime spot. That's for sure.
Jake is in a prime spot. You also got Gyro 48 sitting P2. You got both Alfa Romeos, both McLarens in the top four, followed by a Williams and AlphaTauri, Ferrari, and also a Red Bull. The top 8 stayed out. The other 8 came in. Now,
Yeah, I feel like Lime Soda has definitely made a mistake.
yeah, well, I mean, like I said, he's the driver. I'm just his TP slash in comms, right? So him and Little Flags have, they're working together. So Flash probably told him to stay out because Limestone probably felt good, probably felt that his tires still had life in them. So we're gonna see, but it's gonna be. Oh, we're gonna have a 3-lap shootout here, Gumbo. 3 laps.
Yep. 4 laps.
3. Restart with 3.
Yep, copy. That is correct. I thought he'd already crossed the line.
Chat, put your predictions in the chat right now. You see the tires, you see who's on fresh softs, and you see who stayed out. Who do you have winning this race? How about you, Gumbo? Who do you have winning this race?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like the McLarens are in a prime spot here. To be perfectly honest with you. I just don't see these blokes on the sauce gaining. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here.
it's just so interesting when you commentate tier 1 and tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, the difference in that, because tier 1 everyone's getting on fresh tyres, and for you to stay out. I mean, ZK was in a prime spot. He's seen, well, people ahead stay out, so you stay out. But yeah, if you're Lime Soda and everyone's going in, I'm following.
That right there is like a perfect thumbnail. Just seeing the field work their way, serpentining, slowing down for this restart. Lime soda.
Yeah, that's correct, Dr. Chillo. That's correct. You know, being in Tier 1, you know more about it than me.
When does the Alfa Romeo get going? When do we see him put his foot down? Still waiting.
I think Limesoda will leave it at the last
waiting.
second here.
Safety car makes his way in the pits. It's in the hands of Lime Soda. This time by, it'll be 3 laps of racing remaining
gone.
here in China. Lime Soda's gone. Did he catch our 48 sleeping? No, he did not. We have 2 drivers dashing in the pits. That's Panache. What happened to Panache? And Birdie.
They obviously had a bingo.
They have no wing. Driver 48, can he put the move on Lime Soda? Peeks down the inside. He's through. New race leader. And Moser follows him. Moser to the point. From a drive-through and a spin early on. Moser sits in P1. It's a McLaren 1-2.
They can really run away with this now.
This time by, it'll be 2 laps remaining. Little Flavs defending for Lime Soda. Lime Soda trying to catch up back up to the McLarens, but they're driving away.
We're going to have
Driver
one
48.
lap under DRS. Final lap.
Drivers through. ZK down the inside of Flav. Gets the move done. 2 to go. ZK down the inside again. The driver that spun from P1 is back on the podium.
Now ZK can spoil the party here. I do believe this.
Jacko Rex, don't count him out. He's up to P5.
If these McLarens are smart, one of them's going to be a boat though.
They need to work together here because right now this Red Bull in P5 is on a mission. Aussie, yes, there will be 1 lap of DRS. Who has hit the battery? We got a car around. Unique is out. Jacko on the back of Lime Soda.
Alright, so ZK is going to be rapid now.
Jacko putting the pressure on Lime Soda. Lime Soda is defending, but Jacko's down the inside. Here we go. I want to say it in Spanish. You know what? I'm going to say it in Spanish.
ZK. Now if he's smart, he holds this. Stay behind driver.
I'm going to say it.
To the last DRS.
Sala Blanca. 1 lap to go here in China. It is driver 48 holding off ZK, but ZK's is gonna want to fight for this win. Jacko Rex applying the pressure as well. 2 McLarens.
Smart. He will set this up.
2
He will
McLarens.
set this up. In the final DRS, he will set this up.
Flash has spun. Gets back going. Is it McLaren? Is it AlphaTauri? Is it Red Bull? Is it Red Bull now?
Jacko.
Red Bull up to P3.
Jacko. Oh,
Moser
no.
bumps him off track. Has that costed Jacko Rex a win?
Here we go. ZK will be lining him up here.
ZK, I'm gonna turn everything off for this. ZK. Jacko, driver, ZK, ZK, ZK. Jacko, down the inside, driver fights back.
Oh, ZK's had a little moment.
ZK or Jacko, who's it gonna be? Rounds the final corner, it's gonna be ZK. Who takes the
He
Chinese
wins it.
Grand Prix?
You're kidding me. What a drive by ZK.
Jacko Rex P2, Driver 48 P3, Open Hook P4, Defeated Damo P5, Skittles P6, Nonstop P7, Moza P8, Maney P9, Lime Soda P10, Piastri P11, Mason P12, Flash P13, Panache P14, and Birdie P15. And I'm out of breath.
Upper ZK.
Up a ZK. All right. While I get the top three in, Mr. Gumbo, do you want to run over the grid real quick?
I will. ZK takes pole. Doesn't get the trifecta though. Takes the win. Jacko Rex with a P2. Also with the fastest lap. And driver, a very unexpected driver with a P3. Did not expect that. Great driving. Then off Damo, Skittles, Non-Stop, Black Boat, Maney, Lime Soda, Piastri, Mason, Flavs, Panache, and Birdie round out your points. Unlucky to Unique, who had a big goal at the end, and then Reaper, Nigel, who got kicked and unfortunately got DNF'd, and Hench and Duck. But we will be seeing reports in the stewards.
Absolutely. I'm just waiting for ZK, I believe. Do you have a driver? Now, can someone tell me if Jacko Rex has a mic or not? That'd be great. So waiting to get back to the lobby, then I'll get to the
Well,
podiums
ZK's
and the
invited me to
showcase.
play F1.
My bad, I meant to include audio.
Give me 1 second, lads, and then we'll get going with the interviews. Just gotta get out of this loading screen, then I'll get to the showroom, and then we will get rock and rolling. But wow, Gumbo, I'm speechless, bro. I don't know about you, but like I'm like out of breath. Like I'm out of like it's like I have no voice. Like I'm out of it right now.
We're still waiting for Jacko, I believe.
Jacko has no mic, so we will only be doing 2 interviews tonight. Starting off.
Okay, well, I'll start off with my old friend, Driver 48. Mate, P3, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your race there, champ.
Yeah, where do I start? Started P15, had an absolute ripper start around the outside into turn 1, and then just had great car speed over the entire race, and thanks to a few incidents here and there and a bit of teamwork, and she came through in P3.
That's beautiful. Going back to that last safety car, mate, what was going through the McLaren's heads? We're just going to take track position. Because I did think that everyone was
Yeah.
gonna pip for the softs, but well, it's paid off for you. Hasn't paid off for poor Blake, but we take those podiums. Good strategy.
Yeah, we concocted a little plan on that last safety car restart, made sure that we didn't do anything stupid, guaranteed the podium for at least one of the cars. Disappointing for Blake Boat to not be on the podium with me here, but it is what it is, and we got points. That's the main thing that happens, and magic shot. McLaren's coming up for you, mate.
That is true, because I will caveat for that. Driver 48 did say did time magic shot. we're coming for you guys, and they've kicked off the week in fine fashion. I gotta ask Driver 48 next week, Miami. How do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna have a good one. I hate that track with bashing.
Well,
It
so much
is
for that. Well,
crap.
well, so much for that charge. No, I'm kidding, mate. Oh,
Hoping the
oh.
teammate will do something there.
No, mate, like awesome
Nah,
drive overall,
that's
mate.
good though, mate. We will move on. But congratulations on the podium, mate. We take them every day of the week. Good points for the team, and yeah, good race, bud.
Yep, thank you.
All right,
I'll leave it up to you.
turning our attention. So before I get to the race winner, Jacko Rex, awesome drive by you, mate. I know that you don't have a mic, but from us over here in the comms box, awesome drive by you, awesome podium. We'll see you in Jacko next week in Miami. Moving on to our race winner, who I interviewed a few days ago as well, and over in Rapid, ZK. First of all, early on in the race, you bottled it. Second of all, how?
Yeah. So I'll start off with quality. The banker was outrageous, to be honest. I saw Oof slap and I'm like, somehow I'll have to beat that. And then I went and beat it by 4 tenths. So I'm not exactly sure how I did that. It was just managing at the start. I was trying to break out a DRS on the lap, then I spun and then just did a classic ZK, F122 ZK. Spun it, got back
Mexico.
to the end. Yeah. Went back to the rear of the field and then was praying for safety cars, like I seem to be doing in a lot of races these days. But yeah, it was really good. The comeback was outrageous, to be honest. Safety cars were
Outrageous.
perfect. They keep on blessing me, so really happy with how it went. I knew I needed to overtake everyone at that final safety car and just burned everything, to be honest. Somehow I had 20% left for the last straight. Had the DRS, had the slipstream, had the battery, and got past driver. GG to driver. He had a great race. He probably should have won it. And then GG to Jacko Rex too. He had a awesome drive cutting through the traffic to get P2. So well done to both of you guys.
Yeah, well, he's
indeed to
he's
all
done
you
the
guys.
exact same thing as you, Jacko, which
Yeah.
is very unfortunate. He's bottled it and had to pit numerous times, and you both got up there for first and second. So that's congrats to you both. Like that was a brilliant drive. Obviously, you had the pace, coming from quali, um, and as you said, the safety car came at the right time, and the rest is history. Yeah, did you also have Oxchillo tell you not to pit?
I did. He was my engineer, so really helped as usual.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
to him.
yeah, that was a brilliant call by him. But anyway, congratulations on the win, mate. We take them every day of the week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And last question for you, ZK, how do you feel about Miami next week?
Pretty awful, to be honest. I just hate
Man,
it.
y'all both said the same thing. Like, come on.
There's just no traction anywhere. It's just a really bad track to drive. But yeah, do the best I
Both of these
can,
guys.
put some practice in, and hopefully have another great battle with Jacko and Driver.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that battle all year long. So far, it's been 3 cracking rounds from all you lads. And yeah, Gumbo. I think that's gonna be everything right there, Gumbo. Thank you for being in the box with me tonight, my friend.
Yeah, no worries. It's always a pleasure to fill in when needed.
Yep. And
Um,
guys, don't forget, tier 2 on Tuesday. You can see myself, start last and probably end up being last all race. And then tier 1 will be on Wednesday. But yeah, I have nothing else. Gumbo, you have anything else you want to say?
no, that's it. Pretty hectic race. I'm sure we will be seeing a few people in the stewards room, but that is not our job. But at the end of the day, great racing from all.
Absolutely. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, we will see you guys Tuesday for tier number 2 here around Shanghai at Wallaby Racing League. Till then, peace.